The Bombay Brawler, Harj Dhillon, is with me today. We discuss finance, family, old PCR events, punting, and his lead into April 5. Special thanks to Central Lending Solutions and CLS Asset Finance, major sponsor of today's guest. And as always, Gobsmack Sports Mouthguards, MVP Real Estate, FMR Building and Construction, Studio 22, and Counterbalance Fitness, all major sponsors of the 13th Perth Corporate Rumble.
Like a little yappy dog. Nah, yeah, Sheldon's good. I like Sheldon, but he just talks.
He's so yappy. He is so yappy.
Yeah, but I like him.
I like Sheldon.
Similar age and similar size and stuff like that. So yeah.
He's going to be wanting that win. If he wins, I'm not saying that you're going to win. I'm not saying he's going to win. If he wins, you will never hear the end of it. You know that.
I'll be deleting all my socials.
Yeah, just block him.
Retire. Won't be going to work for the next 3-4 weeks. Yeah, done. So.
It's like we said, mate. They are so even, these fights. I don't know how they get these matchups, because not only do these guys pick you at week 4 on who you're going to fight, they have to think, where is this person going to be in week 9?
Yeah.
And have a look, the difference between you. I mean, what, you got picked 2 weeks ago in your team. How much better are you now than you were 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Everyone is.
It's funny, like you see those the pictures and stuff like, and even like the weight.
I've got yours right here, my friend. I got them all.
Sheldon's dropped a fair. I reckon I've dropped a couple.
Where is that?
But there was ones there. There's a couple of people really commented at work.
What's wrong with that? I've got more. So that's you in the red.
Yeah.
Hang on, where are we?
The blue. Yeah. No, I got a couple of comments this morning about the belly, but that's okay.
On one hand, you can look at that and think, because this is your cardboard cutout for the night is going to be that one there.
That one there. Okay.
Now, you can look at it and go, oh, geez, you're not carrying a few kilos anyway. But you could say, oh, I've been carrying a few. But I think I'd look at it and go, this is what I've done in 9 weeks. You look at someone like Kane Beck or Nicky Carter, and they stand next to their cardboard cutout, and you go...
Kane's dropped heaps.
Kane is looking fantastic, isn't he?
He looks good.
He needs to.
Good fella.
He's up against Ash Matthewman. He's a big lad as well.
Ash, which one?
Matthewman. He was standing right next to us at the boxing the other night. Little tall guy.
Oh yes, yeah. Ash, yeah. He's lean.
Oh, he's so wide across the back.
So that'll be a good fight.
I can't see it. I can't see a fight.
He's got big punches, Kano.
Everyone has. Yeah. Even the girls, even bloody Abby and April are going to start.
The girl fights are going to be awesome.
They are the most popular every year.
Yeah.
And they start with them.
Yeah.
Because the girls, I think the 4 female fights are 4 of the first 5.
Well, why do they start with the girls?
They just always have. Yeah. I don't know.
Thought maybe it gives them extra time to
get
doll themselves up afterwards.
I don't know. There was, I think, PCR 5. The main event was 2 girls.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, but if you look at it now, it's not only the matchups. They structure the fight order in a certain way.
Yeah.
And I've seen the fight order before, and I've gone, I don't know what you guys are thinking. This is not what I would do. And then I'm so happy when this happens. They prove me wrong.
Yep.
It is just they take you on a roller coaster of emotions throughout the night. They structure it very well.
I suppose it's all about getting the crowd involved at a certain time.
Yeah.
But I looked at it and I thought, what's the big fella's name?
Jared Chamberlain? Brady Fry against Jared Chamberlain?
They're fighting up before us or before me. And I've gone, I thought they'd be further in the night than be up before us.
Do you think it's... Because I suppose if you base it on your typical boxing or UFC professional event, you put all the big heavy hitters towards the end, the heavyweights. I think they structure this night more for the crowd.
Yeah.
Rather than, and plus this doesn't take anything away from some of the early fights as well.
Yeah.
Because you look, and if it's like if they had prelims and main card, and then the prelims was stuck with all, not stuck, but were all the smaller fighters or something, people would think, I'm not really paying attention for these young fighters. Plus, it gets people in the door before us. I mean, that place is packed before the first fight. Always. No one's late.
4:30.
Don't say doors open 4:30.
What time?
Say drinks begin at 4:30, and then that'll bring the crowd in.
Yeah, I said that to a couple of people at work, and they go, "What 4:30?"
4:30. Yeah, that's when first fight is at 5. Hang on, I've got it here. I got it up. Where are we? There. Oh, your fight. You are sitting pretty. You got a sweet
Good spot.
8:23. Yeah. That is a
Perfect.
Glorious spot.
Because I didn't want to go out first. I didn't want to go out last, so that's perfect.
5:45. When last year it was at 6 o'clock. It's only 15 minutes later.
Yep.
It's not like it's a huge difference, but they've structured it differently to give. Once again, it's the way Nigel and Glenn have done it is for the crowd.
So 5:40. And when's the second fight?
6:04. It's 18 minutes.
They don't muck around, do they?
There is no mucking around.
Yeah.
Mate, it is non-stop. And I know because I've got this. Should be in red. There it is there. 7:9. I know it's 7:19. I am up. I am out. I'm to the toilet. I'm saying hi to my wife. And I'm back to the table. And there's 2 spots that I get to get up during the night.
And that's it.
That is it. And I always say, I'm going to take a fight off. I'm just going to sit back and have a rest. I never do.
Yeah.
No. And my mates, I said, you want to do it? And they go, not a chance in hell. We are sitting here the entire time. They love it.
I went last year. Last year was good. Yeah.
Last year had some finishes.
The one guy got.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Yeah. But I think there was a couple of injuries. One of the guys tore his bicep off in the co-main. One of Nigel's boys. He fought Kata.
Yeah, because I thought he stopped throwing one hand, and he was like when he was leaning in.
His bicep was up here.
Okay.
And Paul King, you know Paul King's fine.
Yep.
Jai Just Bleed Reed. He was trained by Claire Pryor.
Oh yeah. She got.
She's a little
glove up.
She's a little weapon. That lady.
She's a nice lady.
She's handy.
Yeah,
very handy.
Yeah, she looks like she could throw a punch.
And Jai, I think, dislocated his shoulder in the second round. Now,
it's pretty unfortunate to go through all the training and that happens that night. Like
there's been some injuries. This may or may not have happened. I can't confirm, but someone may have already had the operation booked in prior to the event.
Oh,
and that person won the fight.
What was it, last year?
No, it was about 3 years ago. Yeah, I don't know.
Imagine if you turned up with a good shoulder or a good arm. So,
you can see it's not too hard to work out. Just look for someone that threw 800 overhand rights and nothing else, not one jab. I'll tell you afterwards. I'm not putting it on here.
Yeah, okay.
So, mate,
I think I'm. Yeah, okay, that's right. I think I know that one.
Yeah. What was his nickname? I should know this. Jeez. No, I'm not going to say because it'll work it out. But it is non-stop. It's non-stop action, and it's quite social. I understand it at the RQCC. There's little gaps. It is a little bit more socialising there. Like there's actually designated socialising or networking times.
Yeah, that's what it seems to be. This is more, I think, more boxing, isn't it?
It is. That's why I think the after party is so important.
Yeah.
Plus, there's the big areas where a lot of people will get up and go, I need to stretch legs.
Yep.
And they'll go and they'll run into their mates. And then guys will stand for like 2-3 hours at the back and
chatting away.
Well, when someone comes by with the tray, oh, yes, please, one more. Suddenly, you're 6 deep.
The other one that I went to, that QC one, they seemed to pack that one in. So it was very tight.
Very tight. There's a lot. This is the biggest ever crowd that they've had.
Oh, is it?
This one. Oh, yeah.
Because I went to the first one.
Which one? At
So on my Instagram page, I looked at
let's have a look at your. Let's go to Instagram. Hang on. No one's tagged you in any photos.
And it was the first post I put up. That one there.
Is that from the first one?
That's Michael Pell. Do you know Michael Pell? Pelly.
Yeah.
The Pelly can. Yeah.
So that's from a while back.
I think it was 17.
2017. Embley was the main event, wasn't he?
Yeah.
That's right.
So my brother, his mate was fighting Reese. Reese fought. Reese was fighting. You can
spin that mic a bit if you want.
That's right. Reese was fighting Embers, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got the win.
Reese did.
Yeah.
He's a big boy, Reese.
There's been some big boys over the years. The standard is getting better, though.
Yeah. It seems to be, the fitness seems to be a lot more now.
Do you remember some of the big boys in round 3 in the first couple?
I saw a couple of them. I saw one guy that I won't mention, and
I know which one you're talking about. They still bring it up.
Is it the not the DJ guy? Was it he won the fight, but he was
What are you talking about, Asen?
No. Oh no, I saw that.
I saw him and Ryan Kong. See that guy smack him on the way out?
Yeah, he fired up that fella, didn't he?
That's the only reason Asen won.
Chiari, was it Chiari? Chris? He had a crack at him too, I think, afterwards. So, yeah, like they shouldn't be doing that. Like,
shouldn't be touching him.
Nah.
That was it is so professional now.
And then he punched.
Before it started, Ryan Kong. The thing is, I get on really well with Asen, but I get on really well with Ryan as well.
Yeah.
And Ryan's he's a good guy. He's a shit
they didn't
stirrer.
like each other throughout the whole camp, did they?
Oh, there may or may not have been a
couple of issues.
One issue.
Yeah, okay.
I can't remember her name exactly, but I'm not saying anything.
Ooh.
But
yeah, but he's doing that Pathways one.
He's doing well. Good on him.
Yeah,
I think he's a good man.
I did some training down at Seconds Out, and I think Jimmy's his partner, James Lindley, is his partner in that Pathways.
Yeah,
that's a big event.
Oh, you know what? I hope they do well.
I think they're doing well. Yeah.
I really do. They've got some names.
Yeah.
Action Jackson, England. What a champ that guy is. What an absolute champion.
Perth needs something like that.
They do. But I have got a lot of time and respect for Tony Tolch and the guys from Thunderdome, the Dragonfire.
Yeah.
I think that should be more popular than it is.
Yep.
I think it is. I think it should be, because it's a good event and he puts it on and he repeatedly puts on good events and he gets people in.
Because they're up to number 50, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, the 49 was one we went to last week.
Okay, yep.
I would love to see Pathways do well, and I would love to see Thunderdome, like Dragonfire, get bigger crowds and more. And I mean, they're very well respected as it is, but it was my first time I've been. I've seen a lot of the fights. But first time I've actually attended one of them.
Okay. I went to one. I had another mate fight in one a few years ago. So yeah, it's Metros is needs a bit of work, I suppose.
Metros, it's hot.
Yeah,
Jesus,
it's an old building now.
Yeah,
so
remember that in the day. Remember in the day.
The Metro is going to be the next band place, and all this and that. Like,
it's a good setup
for a band.
It's tired.
Very tired. Yeah. But I'm walking around. There's the carpets are missing, the tiles are missing, and all that sort of stuff. But when it was built, it was like the place for bands and stuff like that. And when you think about it, like it's all tiered and stuff like that. It'd be great.
Everyone's got a good view.
You might smash your head on some of that concrete that sticks out. Far out. How did that get past? When you think about it now, there's no way they'd do that now.
Nah. Could you imagine? You do have to watch where you're walking.
Oh, yeah.
It's a special kind of place, Metros. Something. I mean, I hope boxing gets better. Like, not gets better, but I hope it just gets more respect in Perth, because it's always been there's places that do it, like at the Serbian club and the Italian club, who they've done it tough, and I'd like to see them reap the rewards if it does get big.
Yep.
I hope it's not someone that comes in and just takes over. Because you got to respect these guys that have brought it through.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I reckon. I mean, the Italian club. How many years has the Italian club been putting it on?
I've been to a few of them there. So venue. I don't think that's a great place to watch fights either, is it?
No, but the thing is, if they didn't do it, it wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's exactly
so
right.
they go, all right, this is what we got. Let's make this work as well as we can.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of respect for those guys for doing that.
The Pathways one's a big one. Like, you're not going to do that every month, are you?
That's a big arena.
Yeah, it's massive. So I saw the layout and all that sort of stuff, and the VIPs and all that sort of stuff. So.
Are you going to go?
Yeah.
I'd love to go.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
Maybe get me on the commentary team.
Why not?
Maybe.
I think, I know one guy that's commentating. I think.
CJ Rose, MC of the night?
I wouldn't have a clue.
He's quality. He's your MC for the night. He was MC the other night.
He's a redhead fella, isn't he? Yeah.
Quality. Good man.
Yeah.
Gets everyone pumped.
Oh, he's the one that did the spin. You're building that one up, aren't you?
I've been asking him for so long. I said, he's going to do it, and I say it every time. I said, he's going to do it, and he doesn't do it. My mates are going, give up. I said, no, CJ's going to promise me.
Well, build it up,
he did.
and he did it.
And he looked at me and gave me a wink, and I was like, oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. I was thinking, don't blow a knee here, CJ.
Yeah.
He's doing a spin. I think he's going to hurt himself.
When did he do it? Was it last year?
Yeah. The main event. There was a build-up. I may have taken that too far.
No.
Never. I was going through your Instagram hangout. Who's this?
Wifey, Deb.
VB
batting above.
You. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay because this is meant to be as respectful as it can be. There's been some beautiful families I've seen in here, and your wife is amongst that. She looks like. Does anyone ever tell her she looks like someone?
Yeah.
Who? Go on.
Starts with K.
Is it Kelly?
No. Who's Kelly?
No, I wasn't going to say.
Passengers, that's what she gets.
Is it? I went Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca De Mornay. Here, I've even got a photo. I got it ready. I'm talking not Rebecca De Mornay now. I'm talking Rebecca De Mornay in her prime.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
That's who. When I saw her, I went, that's exactly who that looks like.
Yeah, right, okay. Yeah, no, that's at another fight night. That's at the
races.
Yeah, Trade Wars. It's a Trade Wars.
That was a bit one-sided, the old Trade Wars.
My mate fought in that, and he fought in the Queensbury one too. And I reckon that the guy that he fought come out and did the weigh-ins, and basically said, it was angry, and he's like, "Yeah, man, we're here."
It's casual.
Yeah. Didn't take it very casually. So, yeah.
Jesus. Rebecca De Mornay.
There you go.
Rebecca De Mornay in her prime, not Rebecca De Mornay now.
No. I'm sure it won't be. Yeah, but that's wifey.
You've done well, son.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. I mean that in the nicest way. I know that's a bit weird for me to say. And this is a whole family?
Whole family. Don't know where the boy got his height from.
He's a tall lad.
He's a monster.
How old is he?
16.
What would he be, 6'1", 16?
Well, I think he's a bit... That photo's a little bit different. Well, I'm a bit lower. I'm actually a lot higher than that, taller than that. So he's on higher ground, but he does, but he's definitely a lot taller than me. So, yeah. But he'd be 6 foot, easy.
Well, your daughter, she's taller than
Maddie.
Your wife.
Yeah. Deb's a midget. Deb's tiny. Yeah.
I'm not saying a bad word about Deb.
Nah.
Oh, is the family going to be there on the night?
Yes, they will be.
All of them?
Oh, well, yeah, the kids, yeah, they'll be there.
Oh, they're both 18, aren't they?
Yeah.
Perfect. That's all we need.
So, yeah, no, they'll be all there. So, yeah, we'll be good.
Some of the conversations that we have in here. You did. Thanks for getting back to me quite early. What else have I got here? I've got your. That's you at RQCC. Yep. That's you and Deb.
Yep.
How long ago was that? Where we go? That's 10. Oh, geez, that's 6 years ago.
6 years ago.
That's a while back. Yep.
That's good.
We did talk about it before. I'll ask you again. The reason you chose PCR over the RQCC?
I think that this one just seems to be a bit more boxing
orientated
compared to the other one. So that's probably the only reason why.
Due to the amount of boxing that is there at the PCR, that's why I think that after party is so important. When I say after party, just after the last event, we still got like an hour and a half there. I think that's why they may have brought it forward a little bit to give us more time at the end.
Mate, I've been to 4 of them, the corporate one.
4?
Yeah, I went to 3 at the convention, and I went last year at the Crown.
Did you know any of the fighters from last year?
Kata.
Yeah. He got dropped.
The little Lego man.
Do you know Kata, when he is going to be furious, do you know Kata got dropped just before they called the fight off?
Oh, did he?
He did. Andrew Catalano. Firstly, Kata goes, oh yeah, I'm going to be in the red team, only posed in the red shirt. When I saw he was picked on the red team and I went through all his photos, I searched for ages looking for him in that red shirt. Because you know how I got the photos of you in both?
Yeah.
And I said, Catter, I cannot find you in the blue shirt. And he goes, no, I was going to be on Nigel's team, so I didn't put one on. And I've gone classic Catter. So all his artwork is him in a red shirt, and I had to change all the shirt colours to red in all his photos. Could have strangled him. Anyway, this here, for anyone interested, go to Fight 13 at Perth Corporate Rumble number 12. Go 9 minutes and 2 seconds into the bout. You tell me, he lands, Catter will get shitty with this. He lands this little right hand and Catter takes a quick knee. You just have a watch. Here. There.
So go back at it. He definitely did.
I think I'm the only one that saw it. Here it comes. Sorry, it was a left. It was a left.
Did look.
Here it comes. There.
Catalano goes down in the second.
No, didn't get counted.
Oof.
I think I was the only one that saw it. You know what? He probably wasn't knocked down, but I will die on this hill. I will say he got dropped by Scotty McMullen.
Got another 5 years of 5 years in that story, mate.
Oh, bring it up all the time. Oh, when I see him in the blue, it just infuriates me.
I think he's coming that night. I think he's good mates with Vince, isn't it?
Yeah. Those two.
Vince has got mate. They're inseparable, aren't they?
They came in here together.
Are they? Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
They're bad enough by him, like one-on-one, but the two of them together. I remember asking Kat, I said, did you have some time off the alcohol during the training? I reckon he turned it up.
I remember he's talking about the zero beers and like the zero, fuck this, I'm out of here. I'm not fucking drinking this shit.
Nah, he powered through. That just proves what an absolute animal that man is. Did you see him train?
Fit bugger.
He
punching out the darts still and drinking the beers.
And then turns up to training and just destroys the bag and powers through it.
He's just got that body type too, but
he's a savage, isn't he?
Strong little bugger, yeah.
Is he still just over on Collier Road? Do they work out at Catalano's there?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. I always said I was going to go over there. I wanted to learn how to...
I think he's still doing it.
Fishmonger or something there.
Well, you're going to change jobs?
No, I was just interested.
Yeah.
Just trying to learn how to gut a fish.
No, I think... I used to watch him play footy, and he was a good footy player, strong as fuck. So just fit. Just couldn't get him off the ball and fit for a bloke that beers and straight out of the game it's beers and
I think some people though, you look at it and you go, imagine how good he could be if he didn't do that. Whereas some people, I believe, the reason they're that good is because they have things like they drink and smoke, and they go, well, that's how mentally they stay focused.
Yeah.
You can't. I mean, it's like I always compare it to Elton John.
Yeah.
Elton John, when he was off his chops, made some hits.
Yep.
Absolute hits.
Yep.
He gets clean. What's his garbage? I said, what is this? Give me another Benny and the Jets any day.
That's how they function. Yeah, exactly right. It's true.
Maybe Cat is the Elton John of the footy field. That's that didn't sound right, did it?
I think Catter's not going to be happy with that.
Not in every aspect, Catter. Jesus, calm down, Catter. He'll have a go at me, won't he? I can just tell.
What are you fucking on about?
Catter, that one's for you, mate. You're an AFL fan as well?
Hawks. Mate, we're on tonight. We're against the Blues.
The Hawks are just one of those teams. I mean, you got Geelong, who have been consistently good for 85 years.
Mm-hmm.
Hawks, I mean, I know they did have a bad season a couple ago. It was a couple of years. I'm not great with AFL.
Oh, we went, I reckon, probably 18. Was it 17, 18? I think we had a bad season.
Just a couple.
Yeah.
But then they come back.
Yeah, come back, yeah.
And they did well.
Which was good. Which was bloody good.
And they come back. They're always in the finals hunt. They're always a hard team to beat.
Mate, they've
always been like that.
They've changed. They haven't got a lot of power. They've got a couple of power forwards, but they're not reliant on. Before we had what's his name, Roughhead and Franklin and stuff. Now we still got some good forwards, but nothing as power as those guys there. And so we just got it just seems to be a lot more equal.
That's what you need, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Because if someone gets injured,
Mate,
it doesn't fall apart.
Yeah. So
bring a new guy in.
So Mitchell's amazing. Have you seen that? What's the name of that documentary that they did the other day? Sweat Up in Sweat or something like that. It was on Channel 7.
No.
And it followed Hawthorn's pre-season. And just the way that those coaches talk to their players, just not even about footy and stuff, just about other things in life and stuff. It's fucking amazing how they talk about it.
Different how they do it now, isn't it?
It's different how they think, like those guys. It's amazing.
I did have the pleasure of meeting the Eagles' new coach. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know his name?
Is it
I should know this.
McGovern or not McGovern, but
something like that, yeah. Whatever it is. And I met him. And I met him at their training facility there in Carlisle, I think it is. And he came up and he introduced himself. And I said, hi, I'm Brad. And I said, what do you do here? Right? I'm not a footy fan. He goes, I'm the new coach. Anyway, what a gentleman, what a quality human being that guy's. He talked about club culture.
Yep.
And like with the players being involved with the support staff. And it's not like the players are over here and the physios and all that are over here and the caterers are here. He said, no, we're all together.
One, yeah.
And bringing it in. And I think it's probably a model that places like Hawthorn have used.
Well, Richmond did it a couple of... Remember Richmond when they used to, after the games, the players used to clean up the change rooms?
Oh, that was a couple of years back, yeah.
So I think, I'm pretty sure he came from Richmond. I think. Yeah. So it's, it doesn't matter if you're a player or you're not above the trainers and stuff.
No.
You're all sort of aiming towards the same sort of goal. And that's what Richmond were doing. You used to see it on TV all the time. They'd be the Cochin would be out there cleaning up and chucking things in the bin and all that sort of stuff. So it's pretty good.
Imagine the condition they would have left it like in the 90s.
Couple of darts, mini blues. Couple of head.
VBs just smashed, just glass and crap. I remember seeing photos of the Eagles in the 90s, and they're there. And I can't remember who it was. I think Chris Lewis. He had a dart in this hand, a VB in this hand, and they're...
Well, I remember, it was a 92 grand final when they got their medals. Yeah. They all had cans of VB Wexford.
Times have changed, haven't they?
I think there's nothing wrong with having a beer after the game, but you can't do anything nowadays. As you're going to upset someone. I had beer. Come on, he had this and that. Oh, mate, let him go.
Do you think that's contributing to some of the dramas that are happening? Because, you're a 21-year-old, you are playing AFL football, you're on top of the world, and they say, do not touch alcohol. It can't be good.
Mate, it's 21, you come through, you're 18, you can have a beer, and just because you're a footy player doesn't mean that you can't have beer. Mate, they get a lot of money thrown. I think they get a lot of money thrown at them. They're only kids. It's pretty hard for them. I think they still need to respect that they're getting paid a lot of money and they are role models and all that sort of stuff. There's also got to be a little bit of leeway. But there's so much media. Like when we were kids, the news would be in the afternoon, 6 o'clock. Now it's news every hour. So they've got to fill it up with some bullshit, don't they?
And the news used to be very one-sided. Yeah. We just took it as gospel.
Yeah.
Imagine the stuff they didn't report on.
Yeah, that's right.
The Eagles in the 90s. We know. Yeah. We know what went on. Yeah. You're into your food as well. What have I got here? Oh, no, that's why I put this one up here. You've got jumpers on here, the good, the bad, the ugly. Are they sort of... How long ago was this taken?
So the good...
Is this from when this restaurant was still around? Yeah. Do you remember... I cannot believe I saw this photo. I remember there used to be one in Northbridge and I remember there was one in Subi. That's what I remember.
I don't know about the ones in Northbridge and Subi, but we had a mate who owned the one in There's one in Cannington on Hamilton Street.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And this is going back in the 90s.
There used to be one in Innaloo as well.
Oh, was there? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Craig Yeo, he used to own, Elliot Yeo's old man.
Yeah.
Used to own the one in Cannington, passed away, and that's where those jumpers are from. So we bought those jumpers and stuff like that. Yeah.
But, those are
Good and bad, ugly.
Do you remember that place? You used to get nachos. And do you remember, because I do remember what the drink you used to get was called?
Well, we were there, we were 15 and 14. Because you always used to let us have a couple of beers here and there.
They used to have this stuff called hogwash, which was, it was like a sangria.
Yeah.
Right. And it was much of this hogwash as you could drink. And because they used to be an all-you-can-eat place, wasn't it? You used to go there and pay a certain amount.
No.
They brought back the one, I swear, the one that I went to, it used to be, there was one in Northbridge opposite the Aberdeen.
I remember the one in Northbridge. I don't remember the one in Subi. But
maybe it wasn't in Subi. No, sorry, I'm thinking of Santa Fe in Subi.
Yeah.
So, no, there was Northbridge and then there was the one in Innaloo.
Okay.
Yeah. But the one in Northbridge, I remember, used to pay a certain amount and then they used to drop off these massive piles of nachos on your table.
Yeah.
And then they gave you this big cup and there was this thing that said hogwash on it and you could just drink as much as you want. And it was loose.
Yeah, the one in Cannington was just like a big barn, basically. And it was cool. Like, one of my best mates was his cousin, so we used to go there a fair bit when we were kids, growing up and stuff like that. So it was, go there and
good time.
Have a couple of beers. Oh, yeah, cool, no worries.
Can you imagine trying to do that now?
Never.
Imagine the the all-you-can-drink nights.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to get that over. Can you even do all-you-can-eat nights anymore?
I think you can, but they still have happy hours and stuff now. Remember we used to get like happy hours at like a buck of beer or something like that?
I remember $2 bourbons at the Hippie Club or something. I remember those.
Yeah, that was for like 7 and 9 or something on a Saturday night or something.
You go up there. Yeah, I'll have 18 bourbons, thanks. All in the one cup.
Chuck them all on the smoke machine. And sit there and go, that's my beer. Yeah.
Those are the days.
Yeah. The old Hippie Club. Still going, that place.
The Hippie?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, I haven't been there, but yeah, I had.
You got a photo of you at the Hippie?
We went there. We had a bit of a boys' night out and we ended up at there. That was a while ago.
Where is that? Come on, point it out. I don't even know. You know what? I should be able to tell just by looking at your photo. Not in there?
No, it's in there somewhere. No, it was in there.
This is going back a while now. Oh, there it is.
No, that's not it. No, keep going. No. Keep going. Jesus, that one there. That's at the courtyard, the Hippie Club.
Oh, it is too. That? 409 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2017, yeah.
That place, you've had the best night of your life and the worst night of your life at the Hippie Club, don't you?
Remember the carpet? You go out in the carpet, it'll be like stick. So, yeah.
You ever been in there during the day?
No.
I went in there. This is for work. We had to do something there during the day, and I walked in there, and it was hot. Like, it was a hot day. It was in summer, and the smell coming off that carpet was just. You ever smelt real old beer?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think it was just beer.
It's been there for a long time.
Yeah.
How long has it been? Yeah, that'd be one of the oldest places in town.
Still there.
Besides the Aberdeen. What else is there?
I don't know. There's some classics. The bird just changed their names, like the post office. Rosie O'Grady's.
Is it still the post office?
No, I think it's something else.
Rosie O'Grady's. That's been there for years.
That changed its name. I saw Rosie's.
Don't know.
I don't know. We're not with it anymore, mate.
But
We're
the
not with
Hippie
the
Club's
still putting out the track.
Well, I don't know. I haven't been since then, but yeah.
Isn't it funny? The music they play. It used to.
But they didn't really have that many when we went there that night. I remember going, well, they're supposed to play like 70s, 80s music.
What were they playing?
Wasn't that? It was more, the new stuff.
Probably 90s. Probably when we were, because we're the old people now.
Yeah, that's right. They go, oh, geez, shouldn't you be in a wheelchair somewhere?
It's past 8:30. Shouldn't you be drinking your malted milk, your Horlicks, and going to bed? Oh, those are the days, mate. And basketball fan, I saw a photo of you at the Wildcats. You know basketball?
Yeah, I don't mind basketball, yeah. But
Wildcats?
mate used to sponsor them, so we used to go there and get a few free tickets and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I don't mind the basketball.
That crowd is something else, isn't it?
They've done it really well there. Yeah.
Do you think that the basketball put on a better show for the crowd than any other sport? I know the arena helps.
Well, the arena, is massive, isn't it? Yeah, it makes a big difference. But they do it well, like even with the things that they shoot out, the
cannon.
The dancing girls and all that sort of stuff. I reckon they do it really well. So yeah.
What about the guy that walks around? I think his name is Neil. You know the hype man?
He gets him. Yeah, get Mikey out there to do it.
Mikey. Imagine Mikey Walden with a microphone in his hand.
Probably didn't. World's not ready for that.
No one is.
But yeah, he does well, that guy. He gets him fired up, doesn't he?
I met him probably about 3-4 months ago.
Yeah.
And because my brother always talked about him. And I've only been to like 2 games. They were both recently.
Yep.
And my brother just kept telling me about this guy. My brother used to send me videos, not of the basketball, but of him going nuts. And I thought, I got to meet. And he was sitting down. I went up and introduced myself. And he in person, he is completely opposite. He's a calm, softly spoken guy. And I just said, how do you get that pumped? I said, what's going on?
Mate, he'd be exhausted afterwards.
Yeah, he goes, I just love basketball that much. I have a Red Bull or something to get me fired up. And he just said, they just let me go.
Yeah. But he's going for...
the whole time. Yeah. Gets the crowd pumped.
Yeah,
He's the ultimate hype machine, that guy.
Get Mikey there.
Imagine if they bounced off each other. Imagine those two. No, Mikey would have no shirt on and be crip walking or dancing down one side.
He loves it. Absolutely loves it. Did you see his face off? Like when they... I was going, mate, this is like a proper fight. He's like, he's got his hands there and he's nice twitching, and I was just like, fucking...
It's just all an act, though.
Yeah.
He's such a gentleman.
He's a good bloke.
He's touchy.
Yeah, loves the touch.
Doesn't he? He's got HR written all over it.
The first training session, he gave us a big hug, and I was just going, yeah, that should be over by now, the hug.
But no.
Just hold on.
No.
It's just like
pushes India as well.
Some sort of vibe out of me. So that's right. He's a good man. I like him, yeah.
He is.
I think you need... when you're doing this sort of stuff, you need people like that. You know, like Kiri's good. Like even I've got a name here. Neva. Neva's the same. Like up and about April. You need all those girls, the guys. You need a bit of. Everyone's tonguing it and they're fucking struggling. You need people like that to get.
You need a hype machine.
Absolutely, yeah.
That is the most important thing, or not the most important, but one of the most important things is to have that person that is just always on and always ready to go.
Yep.
And Mike is just a machine. And from what I hear, Kiri's doing it with the red team. And I mean, Kiri's contagious as well. I could very easily see the other girls getting all pumped as well.
Yep. Kiri's good. Kiri's good for the team.
We had a guy, first time I really saw it in action was probably about 3 years ago, a guy by the name of Trent Peterson. He fought, he's from Cable Whites, who used to be a major sponsor, and he was involved. He was on the red team, and he was one of the guys that he'd talk over Nigel and Glenn sometimes, and I could see them getting furious. But he walked into the room, and then everyone started feeling better. Yeah. Exactly like Mike and Kiri do.
Yeah.
So important.
Mate, massively.
Good people.
Massively.
Good, because I've seen... crews where that hasn't happened. They haven't had that one person step up, and obviously Nigel, Glenn have then done it, and that's their job. And
it's hard, like especially with Amber. Amber came in the other day. Like she doesn't say much at training at all, and then she spoke here, and I was like, far out. She's unbelievable, but it's hard especially for those younger people to come through. They might find it quite intimidating. And
Sheldon, he gets it going.
Fucking yapping me. No. Sheldon's a good man. I'm coming for you, Sheldon. But
good days and numbers, Sheldon.
That's how you finished, but yeah, they'd probably find it intimidating because there's Amber's right. How old is the youngest one?
Who would be the youngest in there?
Like Angus,
maybe Angus.
Yeah,
Angus 24.
Yeah, so Angus and I think Amber's 25, around that sort of age. So it would be hard for them to come in, like 30 in there. There's a lot of older people in there, but they're starting to talk up a little bit more and all that sort of stuff now, which is really good. So
when Amber sat here, I didn't know how much she was going to say, but
she was brilliant,
so well spoken,
very well
excellent.
Spoken. Yeah,
just kept talking.
You like that. You like to have a surprise, and you go, and she's very well spoken. She's doing some diplomat stuff.
I think so. I think she's heading to New York or something. Just party time.
Just
Amber.
Filling in this in between.
Oh, geez, she's doing well. Good on her.
Good on her, absolutely.
Good on her. Now, something you're into that I see here.
Yep.
is your business, which is also your sponsor, which is also the merch that you're wearing today, which I love, which is also the place that I tagged the wrong people in this morning.
Thanks for that.
On your Instagram post. Did you see who I tagged?
Yeah, had
it was something.
42,000 likes on that bloody post too. and old mate got them.
It was
That CLS? Is it CLS Learn?
Oh, sorry, CLS. What am I doing?
Yeah.
CLS.
I thought it must have been Glenn Austin, but it didn't.
No, it was me. It was all me. I did. It was like classic asset classic learning something.
It was CL Learning or something like that.
Yeah, it was my fault.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, geez, I'll never hear the end of this.
Ownership. But I text Glenn and he goes, "Oh, so I'll sort it out." So.
He did. Trust me. I got about 10 messages about it. Change it. Tell me about CLS Central Lending Solutions and CLS Asset Finance. Thank you for sending me a very small, hard to work with logo, and I had to redo it. That's fine.
Got it done 10 years ago, mate. So yeah, no, we've had that business. Me and Dave, my business partner, started it 2015.
Mm-hmm.
So we're 10 years this year. So we do home loans, mortgage broking, business, commercial loans. We do a bit of everything. So team seems to be growing every year, which is good. So we just started off with me and Dave, and now there's probably sort of 8 of us now. And then we started up CLS Asset, which is car loans and personal loans. We started that up last year, yeah. So.
Okay, so what's the difference between the two?
So Central Lending Solutions is home loans.
Yep.
Business, commercial loans.
Yeah.
Sort of residential property and commercial property loans. And where this one here, CLS Asset, is just personal loans.
Oh, like for cars and holidays and boats
exactly
and all that kind of. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
How it's such a I don't know. It's such an industry I don't understand. Like, I mean, it's not a matter of just going in, getting a loan. I mean, there must be so much to it. Like everything from my biggest question I always had was, what if someone just turns around and goes, "Nah, I'm not paying."
Not paying what?
Not paying back the loan.
Well, then that's up to the bank. So we're not the lender. So we're a broker between the client and the lender. So we'll deal with all the big banks, CBAs, and the Westpacs, and we'll have the client. So a client's situation might fit this bank or that bank, and they might be banking with one particular bank for the last 30 years, and they've knocked them back. And it's only because their credit policy doesn't meet the client's requirements, and the banks are not going to approve it. But the bank 2 doors down will, at a similar rate or a similar sort of product and all that sort of stuff.
So that's your job to find the best loan for the person.
Absolutely. And that's why brokers are getting bigger and bigger. So, unfortunately, you go to a bank and the bank will have one product and they'll go, "This is what we can give you," and it might not fit. So if you go to a broker, the broker goes, "Well, that one fits, but what about these other 3 here? Well, they might have a better rate, or they might have this, or they might have that."
So you give the best deal for the person as well.
Yeah, so that's why brokers are getting bigger and bigger. So I think brokers write, 70-odd% of mortgages now. So
really?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I think my mortgage, we just went to the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was a tough gig. It was. I had a mortgage for like 4 years, and then we paid it off. And I don't think I've ever been in debt again. It was the most stressful 4 years. I'm not used to being in debt. Like I don't take loans. I know it's a handbrake on a lot of things that I do.
Yeah, each their own. But you're lucky that you're in a situation where you didn't have to. But there's some people are starting out that they've got no option other but to get a home loan. So yeah, it's tough now for people. It's bloody pricey.
They have price of houses. Oh my god! It's madness. Yeah. Absolute madness. Do you ever have people come in that want to buy some things, and you think maybe that's not the best purchase for your current situation? In
regards to what, a house?
Yeah.
Oh, look, yeah, we do our due diligence and check all the income statements and the living expenses and all that sort of stuff. We can just give clients feedback and say, "Mate, that's what the repayments are going to be. It can go up, can go down," and then they say, "Cool." So it's
you can only give them the information.
We can only give them black and white. Here's what the repayment is. This is what you're spending. Da 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 da. And then
just as a general, like a general kind of assumption, do people believe that they can borrow the amount of money they think they can? Do they understand what goes into it? Like, as a society, are we a little bit crazy to think that we can all buy a house in Cottesloe on the beach?
Oh, I think there's definitely, some people think that they can afford to do that.
When they can't? But all you can do is give them advice.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's going to be people that will never own homes. So we went travelling years ago, and we bumped into some people, and they were from California, and that's what and this is going back 15 years ago, and they were going, we'll just never afford to buy a house.
That's so normal. Yeah. People go, I'm going to rent for my whole life.
And I was like, really? And now that's starting to happen here. There'll be people that will just never afford to buy houses. So they need to get our product into the smaller houses and, one-bedroom flats and, even like now they're doing the granny flats and all that sort of stuff. You need that product because the rents are going through the roof. People can't afford it. So they need to do that sort of stuff.
That's it. You just got to get in. But also that's probably changing society where people don't want to do it tough. People go, I can have a brand new car now.
It's a different way of thinking, isn't it?
Is that? I mean, how old are you?
50.
50. Well, I'm only a couple.
22.
Sorry?
Look 22.
I know, I was going to say. I thought I was looking for the P plates on your car.
The green ones.
I'm only a couple of years younger than you.
Yeah.
Is it we're just from a different time, or what is it? And I'm not having a go at young people. I have a go at their music all the time.
I want to listen to about music the other day, just going off.
Tell me. I'll talk about music.
They were talking about 20 years ago, how many bands were in the top 10.
Yeah.
And it was like 137 bands. It was something stupid. And they said just recently it was like 8. 8 top 10 hits or something. It was something, but it's gone. It's just there's no bands around now.
No.
It's bullshit. From when we were growing up, it was bands everywhere. It was great. Do
you think it's because we've got access to more music now that they just have to churn out more, and maybe it's a profit thing? You only have to pay one singer and get a studio band in there. But we don't really have any bands anymore, do we?
No. We like even when we're going out and about, you'd go to band places. Remember Arcadia?
Arcas on the corner of
you go to Aberdeen and then Arcadia.
Remember that?
Yeah, Arcadia, and then I don't know. There's not many band places at all nowadays.
No.
So I think is it the Rosemount? Is it Rosemount?
I think they do it. Yeah. Or the Amplifier. That's called something else. I went to go see Alien Ant Farm there the other week. Yeah, something happened at work. I didn't get there.
Yeah.
So keen to see those boys.
That's 90s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Only had a couple of hits.
I like my bands and stuff like that, so it's good. But but going back to people's younger generation, I think they want to live their life a little bit more and not be tied down to a mortgage, which is fair. That's what they want to do.
Maybe it's because they can do it.
Maybe they're going to just inherit things. I don't know, maybe. Or, mum and dad might pass it down and then they go, well, we'll just go out and live our life, enjoy our life and do that. But, generational is different, isn't it? Like, we were always taught job, house, kids, and off you go. Now it's...
And retire. Comfortable.
Yeah, well...
Try to...
retire on the pension.
That's it.
And $300 a fortnight or whatever it is.
Oh, they do that tough. How's that? You retire, and if you've managed your money very well throughout all your life, you get to retirement, they go, no, you don't qualify.
Yeah, that's right. You're not getting anything. Yeah, but it'd be hard to survive on the pension. Even if everything's paid off, the cost is expensive as hell.
Food prices. That's rough.
That's what I see our bills and I go, so Deb, how do we spend the money? She goes, it's just food. I'm out of touch with that sort of stuff. I have no idea.
Kids are eating machines, though, aren't they?
The big boy, he puts it away.
Garbage disposals, my kids. It's
How old are your kids?
14 and 11.
Yeah, okay.
2 boys. Yeah. Animals.
Are they boys? Like they full on?
They're full on. They love sport, but they're not good at it.
Yeah, okay.
Kind of thing.
Well, they might change.
Nah.
No chance?
Huh?
No chance?
0.
Yeah. Well, nip that bun. Just maybe continue that band,
they're musicians.
the piano, and yeah.
They're musicians. Yeah, they love their sport, but oh my god, I don't know what happened there.
I just think like sport's been massive in my sort of growing up. So I just say to my kids, just play sport. Just, the team one is that's most of my mates are from footy and stuff.
Mm.
So just that's more. It's not about being good or not.
It's just about playing.
It's about playing and
doing
being
your
involved.
role.
Yeah, and just being involved in something and just meeting new people. Even this thing here, it's like I've got to meet 30 new people, which has been fantastic. Unfortunately, met a couple of bad people, Nigel and Buddy. What's his name? Glenn. Yeah, the odd couple. But
they are. Jeez, my phone's lighting up here. It's probably Glenn. They are such an odd couple, aren't they?
Massive. Well, Nige is very. Well, to me, he sounds very corporate-y. Where Glenn will just rattle, just inappropriate things, and I go, well, I don't mind it, but he might upset a few people.
Yeah, I think he can get away with it somehow.
Yeah.
I think that's just how.
But
he
they're
is.
good. But they obviously they've created something that's pretty good. I think, and it seems to have worked.
I think it's getting stronger as well.
It seems to be getting Well, I think the move from the convention centre to
good move.
Massive. Yeah, because that's a premier place in Perth, isn't it?
The Crown.
Yeah.
I think you'd be hard pushed to find anywhere better. And I spoke about this morning with Angus. Is you wouldn't go anywhere bigger because one of the huge benefits is even if you're sitting in row 5, you still get a very good view.
Yeah,
like a really good view.
How many people at this one?
At a guess, I'm going to say 1,200.
Yeah, it's a fair whack, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot. They're in there. Yeah, there's no.
What did they have last year?
About 1,100.
Yeah, okay, and that's the maximum it can go to 1,200.
I'm not the perfect person to ask for that. Yeah. I know it's full.
Okay.
So there's an exact number. Whatever the Crown allow, because it's got to go through the Crown and for health and safety, and obviously the Boxing Commission. It has to. It meets all the requirements.
Yeah, nice. So
we pretty much go in there and say, what's the maximum amount that you can fit in here?
Yep.
And then that's what they'll have in there.
Do you know that?
Nah. My phone is just going off with text messages now. No, I don't want a bar of it. I'm actually worried about it. I don't even know what that one is. It's from my mum.
I've got to bring my mum back. See, my mum around me.
You can call your mum.
No, I won't call mum, mate. She'll be there for 30 minutes telling me how bad I am.
How did the rest of the crew go with you? Because you double sponsored yourself here. How did that go? Everyone's good with that? Like everyone's comfortable? Like your partner was comfortable? He's like full on board with
Dave's pretty good, yeah.
He's good?
Yeah.
Has Davo been to one of these events before?
Davo's been to...
all of the events?
3 of the events with me at the convention centre, yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is his first one at the Crown.
So, no, the last one I went... Catafort, that one there. Yeah, I went last year.
With him.
So I was going to go, found out Cata was fighting, got a ticket, sat next to a bloke. Bloke goes, what are we doing? I said, yeah, cool, no worries. All right. And
sat next to a bloke.
Sat next to a bloke that I knew.
Yeah,
Goes, yeah. I said, yeah, we'll do it. And I was put the application in, and he goes, oh, no, I'm not doing it. It's like, fucking hell. Too late now.
Had a lot of applicants.
I heard. A lot.
That number there.
It's a fair whack.
Yeah, and I reckon it's going to be more
hard
next
to pick,
time.
even like the pick. So it's hard to pick the fights, but I reckon it'd be harder to pick 30 out of that.
No chance. That's why I don't do it. I mean, I wouldn't be good at it. That's probably the main reason I don't do it. But I couldn't, but they do.
And to pick 30 and nothing has gone, like everyone's got through, well, I would have thought there'd be heaps more injuries. But I think we had a couple...
2.
Yeah.
He started with 32.
Yeah.
I think Rob Kelly got injured.
Yeah, but he must have got injured really. Because I think I met him at this first session.
Week 2, I think.
Yeah, okay.
He pulled out. And it's one of the other guys, something happened.
Yeah, right, okay.
So,
but, to get 30, you think, fuck, there'll be some injuries and stuff. I'm sure there's a few.
Still 2 weeks out, mate. Don't jinx it, all right?
Yeah, that's right. Touch wood.
We don't want any injuries
but,
going.
Yeah, it's amazing. So they've done it well. So they must have it. I don't know how they work out who's going to fight and stuff like the number there, but fuck, it'd be hard to pick those.
I think there's some people that I think are a no for, I'm not sure what reason. I think the best way you can help your chances of getting picked is having your sponsor locked away.
Yeah, okay.
Because I think previously in previous years, one of the issues has been that people get to the end and go, "Oh, I've got no sponsor."
Yeah,
and then that's an issue. So
yeah.
I think that'll help if you got your sponsor locked away. You are already in the top 2/3.
Yeah, right. Okay.
And then they'll go through, have a look at your history. They'll have a look at your age, your height, your weight.
Yep.
Because they very loosely have to almost pick the fights from just people's names. And I do backgrounds on everyone, trying to get a better understanding from what's available.
Yeah,
and
right.
they do
Okay.
as well.
Yep.
But I don't know. I think if someone's recommended by someone as well, because they want to pick 30 good people.
Well, I had a mate that he contacted Glenn, and I think that's probably the reason why I might have got in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
the guys want reliable, good people.
The age, the weight, and everything else would have gone against me.
I think if you've been in once, I wonder if it's ever going to get to the point where if you've been in once, I think you got a good chance of getting picked again. I don't know if that's right, but it seems to be. If someone's done it once, they go, yeah, this person did the righty bias, but would that let them? Because you got 5 returning fighters.
You can't have it too much that way. Returning 5 people want to see new people coming
True.
in. Don't they? Yeah,
I guess
like 5's a lot.
5. Normally
is that the most that they've ever had?
Yeah,
Okay.
Normally we get 1.
So who's come back?
Josh and Mace, they're fighting each other.
Oh yeah,
Jared Chamberlain.
Oh, the big fella, yeah.
Big boy, he's coming back. Who got Easy Bakes? Riley Evans.
Yep.
He was in yesterday. He's a good man. And Paul King.
Oh yeah.
Paul King. Paul King's the only one out of that group. Oh, sorry, Josh and Mason both won, but yeah, Paul King, he won last time. He's gone back to back.
Yeah, because he fought that
Jai Reid.
Yeah.
Jai just played Reid.
He's a nice bloke. Yeah, he's helped out a lot. I think he does a lot of boxing.
Yeah, he does. I think he does. What's his name? Mike Kaplan. Fights. He's a former professional boxer.
Oh, okay.
So he trains at MBK Fitness.
Yeah. It was Wes.
Wes in there as well.
Yeah.
That's the first time I've spoken to him heaps of times, but that's the first time last Friday I've stood next to Paul, like close to him. He's way bigger than I thought.
He's a big boy. Yeah.
He's a lot bigger.
Who's he? He's fighting Cam.
Yeah. Pallister.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Yep. Cam's dropped a lot of weight. Yeah.
Cam spent a lot of time.
Took his shirt off the other day. I said, Cambo,
look at that. I see an ab under there, Cam.
Jesus, we're digging in there. Yeah.
He spent a lot of time sparring.
Who, Cam?
Yeah.
Mate, him and Mason spar the other day. Not Mason. Jamie.
Jamie McCabe. That would have been a decent matchup.
Good. It was awesome. Jamie had blood coming out of him everywhere. This is on Monday night, and he was exhausted. Jamie was exhausted, but he was just still throwing these bombs. It was like amazing. It was just good watching. Jamie's pretty quiet. I love that sort of, quiet and just, sticks to himself, but then gets in the fight and
snaps.
It doesn't snap, but he was gassing, but he was still just throwing punches, and it was good. Yeah, he's not. I like him. He's a good kid.
Him and Nicky Carter will be a good fight.
Be a great fight. But they're very similar. I didn't realise how close they are in height and
weight.
Yeah,
Nicky Carter's come a long way in the sense of just with weight loss and in life as well. So
massive. Yeah, I watched that podcast.
Yeah,
he's done there for a while. Is there similar ages and stuff or not?
I think
that
so.
Be too
Do I
far
have
away.
the ages up here? No, it's a run sheet. We got the ages. Oh Jesus, where we got? We got the age. No, I've just got height and weight. And these are early days height and weight here. Some of these are very, very controversial. I'll bring it up every single time, James Osler. I don't care. James Osler,
what do you put, 90?
185. 187.
He's a little bit... I'm tiny. What am I? What have I got there? 170. He's not... 17 centimetres. Come on.
James Osler.
Holy shit.
James Osler against Matt Wademan's going to be good. Matt Wademan is so
big.
fit.
Yeah, I know.
Has he got bigger?
Who, Matt?
Matt Wademan, I swear he's bigger. He came in here, he was early.
You're going to have your hands full there, Jimmy boy.
Jimmy's handy.
Yeah. So, no, that'll be a good fight. But Matt's very fit. He does a triathlon.
Oh, it makes me sick. Yeah. So fit.
I was talking about that, doing that. What's that thing that you run for 6 Ks in an hour? Do you just keep going?
Oh, that thing around what is it? Around Lake Munga or something.
Why would you do that?
Could you imagine? I wouldn't even get around once in that time.
No, not for me.
I reckon I could do it on a bike, maybe.
No, we've got a young bloke that works with us, and he does triathlons, and the stuff that he does, I just go,
don't want a bar of it.
Too hard.
Oh,
but you just be physically exhausted all the time, so they must get a kick out of it.
No, each of their own.
Yeah, after this 8 weeks, mate, I'm sitting there. This is the last time I'm doing it.
You might get a taste for it, mate.
I don't think so.
Nah, we've done it. And so
I've enjoyed it. I'm sore. I've last Monday, the Monday before, my arm was killing me and all that sort of stuff. But it's one of those things. Yeah, I got a bit of a sore elbow. Yeah, but it's getting a lot better. But I know once 5th of April, I'll be like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do now?
I was going to ask about that because that's a concern I have. Especially for maybe it's normally when I say younger fighters, maybe when I'd say that I meant say under 40.
Yep.
They have the big come down usually on about a week after the event, and they're sort of lost.
Yeah.
What have you? I mean, you've obviously got your business, so you're very busy there. But have you got something planned to take your mind off it?
I was going to try to do a motorbike trip in Vietnam in July.
Yeah.
But that's about it. So, but I've thought about it because I've gone you train there 4 days a week. You do your physio and your recovery, and it takes up a lot of time. Even the training, the 4 days, just outside, and you're thinking about it all the time. So it's pretty full on, and then you're organising the tables and your mates and all those bits and pieces. But once it's done, you'll be going, oh fuck, what am I going to do for the next study? So I'm sure I'll find something.
Yeah,
sit down, have a couple of beers.
Oh, a few beers.
Footy's on.
As Angus says, a few cans.
Haven't had any beers, mate, since February.
Really? That first one's going to go down well.
Yeah.
What fight are you? You're fight 8.
9.
Oh, you're fight 9. Sorry, I did say that before. Fight 9. Where are you? So
8:23, I think it is. 8:23, you say?
Fight 9, yep. So at 8:40, is that you? There you go. So at 8:40, once you've got your belt and you're trash talking Sheldon on the way out, is someone going to have one ready for you at 8:41? Get some water in first, mate.
I think I probably will. Yeah.
Just enjoy it.
I've reached that stage in my life where I start drinking in the ring and I'll be like, one beer in, I'll be falling over. So I was like, nah, I'll probably just have a bit of water. But I'll
get up, shower, get a suit on, look sharp.
Yeah.
Go down, sit next to Rebecca De Mornay there.
That's
right. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something there. Sorry, I was trying to remember your wife's name. And it's Deb. Sorry, Deb. What else have we got here? So you guys staying at the Crown?
Undecided yet, but probably yeah.
I think it is very convenient. What's the date today?
Well, even things I thought about, after the fight, you want to have a shower and stuff and chuck your suit on. And it'd be easy just to go up to a room, wouldn't it?
It is convenient. I'm not saying go to a room, I'm saying not to, but it is very convenient just to get in those lifts, which are pretty close to the ballroom.
Yeah.
And then head straight up.
Because we'll probably do the Friday, kids will stay up on the Friday night and have a swim around. But there's a walk thing in, isn't there? Walk through or something like that on the Saturday afternoon? 1:30
on Saturday. Yes, I would highly recommend getting down for that.
Yeah, no, I'll
highly
do that.
recommend.
Yeah. So that'll be good. Do that and then, kick on afterwards.
Yeah, it's the way to go. Well, you've got, 3 days, 23rd, those codes and everything finish
I'll probably book it the next day, so yeah.
You'll have to, Harj.
It'll be good.
It'll be good. It's a good way to finish off.
Yeah.
And whether you stay on the Sunday and go down in the pool.
Yeah, what's the Sunday? There's a session on the Sundays there.
What it is, I think this is all started by the $6 million man, Glenn Austin, is they have it's pretty much getting everyone down in the pool and then, it's almost like a recovery session. Yep. It's pretty much just the big come down afterwards. There may or may not be some people that haven't been to bed. Yeah. And with Mikey having that room, have you seen? Oh Jesus! Have you seen that thing?
I did look on the.
It's
website.
massive.
It's massive. Yeah.
It's massive. So I'm just having a guess here that there's going to be a whole bunch of people heading from that room straight down to the pool at about 8 o'clock the next morning.
So Mikey got it on the Sunday too or not? Just
I think you got 4 nights there.
Oh. What's the name of that bloody show? Could be The Hangover all over again.
Anything could happen. Mm-hmm. There's going to be some
Mike
people.
Tyson makes an appearance with the tiger and stuff like
that. Comes a big tattoo on their face. Imagine that. Imagine if someone brings a tattoo gun in there.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Don't do it, people. Don't do it.
4 nights. Geez, that would be...
Yeah.
Pricey.
It's Mike. It's Mike, though. Mike does what Mike wants.
That's exactly right. Showboating.
They probably knowing him, he probably has cut some deal where they pay him to stay there.
Yeah,
you know?
That's right. Mate, we'll bring in all these people.
Pay him appearance fee.
Yeah,
I imagine him.
Big hype man.
He's such a good, so much energy.
No, he hasn't come in yet, has he?
Tomorrow. He's the last one. He's the last person I've got, and have
you penciled him for 9 o'clock in the morning? Because that'll be he'll go for 6.
Let's have a look exactly what time he's coming in here. I know. I deliberately didn't have interview times. There we go. 9:30.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm done.
Might be able to start work at 8:30 at night.
9:30. I'm going to have to clear. I'm going to have to get a new, bigger memory card for the phones and everything because he is going to gas bag. He's a hype train. Probably not going to have a shirt on or anything.
Yeah, no, that's right. He's the first one to take his shirt off every time. Loves it.
Now
Cam's got his buddy
shirt off.
Yeah, Cam's got his shirt off. And I was like, oh, Jesus.
If I had a rig like that, though, you would never see me with a shirt on. It makes me sick. I'm so jealous.
He's only young, isn't he, Mike?
He's about 30.
Yeah, okay.
Don't know. Maybe. I don't know. You know what? He's probably 60.
Yeah.
And he looks here, God, it makes me sick.
No, he's good. Very like touchy and stuff like, but touchy in a good way. Like
how can you be that touchy?
Yeah,
but not inappropriate, not creepy.
No, he's not creepy at all.
No. Good on him. It's going to be great to have him in here tomorrow for those 6 hours.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, do you like a punt?
I don't like a punt.
You're the first one I've really talked to about punting. The last crew, Catter was in here last time. Yeah. You can imagine the punting that went on back in the day before he got dropped in the second round. Catter.
We had to win, eh?
He did. The ref didn't see it. One person in that arena saw it, and that was me.
Little knees too, so they don't have to fall too far.
No. And he dropped this
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Punt. You do love a punt, do you?
Yeah, I don't mind the races, yeah.
Just on the races?
Races. Oh, the guys at work just showed me how to do bonus bets and stuff just before I got here. They go, you can do... I said, you can do that. And they said, yeah, mate, it's free betting. I was going, oh, buddy, beautiful. So
no such thing as free
footy,
betting.
Yeah, no. But on the... I don't mind it. Footy, I'll have a punt. And spring carnival.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's about it. Not every week, but...
You got a good knowledge of the horses?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Really?
No, I usually like the name.
Yeah.
If they're paying about $8-9 around that.
Do you like an outsider?
Yeah.
Well, I love that.
And then if they've come off a spell, I don't mind that. That's pretty much my three things. But we go to the races every year for like Melbourne Cup Day with the same sort of group of blokes that we've done for the last 15 years, and it's really good. I enjoy it.
You throw a multi on?
Yeah, we usually put $50 in each, right, and then we'll do the quaddie.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last couple of years hasn't gone too well.
Hasn't done well.
Went pear-shaped. Yeah, a couple of years ago went really pear-shaped. So one of them kicked off and I was like, oh, mate, why didn't you have that horse in there? I was like, mate, it was like World War III. So, mate, we had the races. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
You lose money, you lose money. So
I've asked this question. I haven't asked it for a while, but I'll ask you. You got a multi on. I bet every week, but I bet $1 every week, and I have for probably 10 years.
Yep.
I have one bet. I do a UFC bet.
Yep.
And I do a 13-leg multi.
13-leg?
But it comes in at $1 million to 1. Right, so I got to guess the winner. In some cases, I have to guess how the method, like knockout or points or submission, and the round for 13 fights.
Oof.
I know, it's tough. As you can see, I haven't won that many yet. For $1.
Well, you'd pay your mortgage off.
Anyway, so I have it for $1. That's my one bet. Just say you had a 13-leg multi.
Yep.
12 have come in, first 12.
Yep.
You're sitting on 100,000.
No.
Cash out?
No.
That's why I like you, Harj.
No.
You've come this far. Let's roll the dice.
Yeah, 100 grand. 100 grand or $1 million. Big difference.
That'd be a tough watch. That'd be a very nervous watch.
No, not 100 grand, mate.
No?
Keep your 100 grand. I want the $1 million.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, you have to, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I don't know.
Cashing out some pussies.
Oh, have you heard me say this before? No. Word for word, that is what I say.
Cool, cashing out.
Cashing out for pussy.
Yeah. Nah, you can't do that.
Why even bet in the first place if you're going to cash out?
Yeah.
This
and mate, you have that story, and you remember that day where I could have won $1 million, but no, I went all out.
It's a big difference. 100,000. 100,000 is very, very handy and could buy you a car.
It's handy, but it's not going to change your life massively. Is it?
$1 million house, bang.
Yeah.
Done.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
No, couldn't do it, mate. You don't have a punt on the races? No.
No, I have no idea.
No. I have no idea either. But I think it's more about just that Melbourne Cup day. It's good. It's the same. I'm pretty religious on it. I reckon it's like, I always call it, buddy, my Christmas. Like, I enjoy the day. We go out there, we get a table, and it's a good bunch of blokes that go up there and have a few beers. It's good.
There's nothing wrong with having a punt.
Nothing wrong with having a punt.
Nothing at all.
Except for the animal activists out the front.
Oh, just get off my back. But as long as you're not mortgaging the house on every punt, you're doing fine. That's what I believe. Bet responsibly.
I think it's harder now, like kids now, with sports bet and all. So when we were growing up, you had to go down
the tab.
Yeah, go the tab, but physically go down and put your ticket on, and so you weren't used to it. Now, mate, it's rammed down your. I don't think they should be putting it on the footy all the time. I don't think that's good.
No,
I think it's so easily accessible through your phone, and then you see the ad come up, and people going nuts and stuff like that. I think they need it. There's people that are going to have massive issues with it. I don't think they need to push it down people's throat.
I think it's maybe this generation thinks that you're only one YouTube video away from $1 million, and they think, I'll just put it all on this. It's a sure thing. I got a hot tip from someone.
Yeah, how many times have you heard that?
No one tells anyone about hot tips, do they?
Well, I had one from one of the guys at our work, and he goes, mate, put your money on this. It was a maths winner. I've been told it's a secret, maths. Is it maths?
Yeah.
And this bird's going to break up this bird, and this bloke's going to win it. He goes, sure thing, I've been insider, right? Yeah, no, didn't win. So
How crazy is it that you can bet on something that's already happened? Because I'm not saying this.
Oh, you can. What do you mean? Oh, can you do that?
Mate, this because filmed ages ago.
Pre-recorded, yeah, right, okay.
Now, I'm not saying this happened or didn't happen. I'm not too sure, but there may or may not have been someone who was on a TV show that involved like one female and about 12 guys. One of the originals.
One female. Is that a maths thing?
No, it's like The Bachelor or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyway, it all wrapped up in June or something. Like it was all done.
Yep.
And you could still punt on it like in September before it aired, and it was done.
Surely that would get out. Surely.
I'm not saying that it did.
Someone would have made a lot of money on that. Someone would have made a ton.
Just saying.
Yeah, disappointing.
Maybe, may not. What disappointing you didn't know about it.
Did you make a ton on it?
Me, no, I stayed away from it. The person that
knew about it.
Person that may or may not have been involved may have. I'll say it's a female. She wasn't female. She told me, but said, "Do not do anything about it. Don't put any money on it." And I respected the person. Never did. Some people did. Some people went way too hard in the paint.
You're a better man than me.
No, I couldn't do it. Plus, I didn't trust this person. Have you ever got into like exotic? But this is a wormhole you have to be very careful of because I am out of control with this at the moment. Is you try to get the most random sport and start punting on it?
No. Like what?
I was okay. These are three. I was betting on. It was like the under 18 Estonian female volleyball league, right? And we were betting on women's college 10-pin bowling the other week, and it was savage. It is just how we were trying to get the most random. We were betting on the South Louisiana cornhole competition.
Jesus.
I know, it was mad.
You don't think those games get from? Eastern Bloc European, some Russian gangster in a trench coat says, I'll pay you this much.
It was something else, mate.
We got Brad O'Day in Australia betting on this. He thinks he's going to clean up. Come on.
It's only very small bets, but you'll get a taste for it. You'll go, and then someone will pull out. Someone will find
But you can bet a lot on everything.
No,
stupid.
You could bet on that.
Yes.
That we went to the other night.
Yeah, I was surprised at that.
Very surprised.
Yeah,
some good odds in there as well.
You think that with a clientele in there, you think that there'd be a couple of fights that have gone the other way, you think?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. I'm not saying that happened, but anyway. What are you even talking about here? And you don't mind a hit of golf? You're a golfer?
Yeah, shit golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah, my business partner said he's a mad golfer. Plays every Wednesday.
What courses are we talking?
He plays at Mount Lawley.
Oh, just up here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the private one? That's a private one.
I don't get so.
Or was it Raw Perth? I can't remember. There's one private one.
Just over here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, near the uni. Near the TAFE.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It's Mount Lawley.
Mount Lawley, yeah. So it's a private. So he plays every Wednesday. I think he plays every Saturday. He loves it. Too much for
private,
me.
as in like you gotta be a member.
You have to be a member. You have to be nominated by someone else.
That's already a member.
Yep.
Okay. And then you still got to pay to play the rounds. Really?
I think you pay an annual fee. I think you might pay a little bit per round, maybe, but I don't think. I think it's discounted or something like that. Yeah. So it's nice. Like Davo, he enjoys it. I don't mind just having a bash and a couple of beers.
Oh yeah.
But that's me.
You're not a big. Nah.
No.
So I saw. I was down there watching my very athletic son do archery the other day. Jesus Christ.
Dangerous sport if you're not very athletic.
He's good at that.
Yeah.
He's good at that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to dominate with the women when he's older. He's got a full crop of red hair. I'm just bagging out my son here. He's got a full crop of red hair.
Yeah.
He is gonna have to do it tough.
He'll be okay, mate.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I was there at
fiery red.
Oh, it's like his mum. And I saw it's next to Mount Lawley Golf Course, and people they've got like remote control buggies now.
Yeah. But I think you can have ones that just follow you. So you put a clip on, and it just follows you around.
Oh Jesus!
It's not the missus you don't want; just follows you around. No, but it's you see them all the time. There's a lot of those clubs there. They're like a lot of older people in there.
Yeah. What about the cars? You just get the cars.
No, you're not allowed to have carts.
How come?
No, those private. I'm pretty sure those private. I know that one there. You can't have carts unless you've got a medical injury. You have to walk.
Surely you got some dodgy doctor that could make that up.
You think so? But that's why they walk around with the remote control one. So, yeah, I'm sure that there's a clip that they have on their back, and the thing just follows them around, just stays a metre away from them. And stuff like that. So, yeah.
I was talking to the guy who he works at Embleton Golf Course. It's a small one up the road.
Yeah.
And we were having a chat, and I saw one of the buggies there.
That's a par 3 one, isn't it?
Yeah. It's quite handy, little one. I was flying the drone around there for him, getting some footage. And anyway, we were talking, and I saw one of his buggies, and it's got this sign on the front. I was having a look, and it says windscreen $600, and it was all these prices. And I said, "What is this?" And he said, "When people get in and sign for it, they know that if they lose a windscreen, it's going to cost $600 to fix. If they pop a tire, it's this." And I said, "Why is that?" And I probably shouldn't have dropped the name of the golf course. He showed me some of the repair jobs that have needed to be done. A lot of them get rolled, like a lot.
What do you mean rolled?
Like rolled, like people will roll them in the bunker, like roll the actual golf carts. Yeah, like more than you'd think, like one a week.
Has that got carts?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
for par 3. That's
No,
lazy.
yeah,
that's
very
real lazy. But some of the golf course crashes, though, they are.
Some people go nuts in those.
Some people go berserk. Collier Park have got these little sensors on it, and
Are they?
yeah, where they've got like it's a geo fencing or something around the course, and if you go off the fairway, it'll drop down to like 2 k's an hour, and then you can't even go on the green. It'll stop.
Yeah, I played. That was like one of the last games I played. It was at Collie last year, and it was stinking. And it was like 42 or something.
Oh my god! They're doing a $16 million upgrade to that place.
Are
you
they?
know that? Yeah, putting a big,
Mate, it's a popular course now.
a big 2-tower.
Very popular. It's hard to get on there.
Is it?
Yeah, mate. I think it's hard to get on anywhere now. But yeah, we played down there. It was stinking hot, and we spoke. We'll get carts down there. Got there. No carts left, mate. I was like, fucking hell. So
Really? Where's it? So you had to walk it.
in 42. It was stinking terrible. But Collier's good.
The only reason
They've got 27 holes, haven't they?
Oh yeah, they've got a lot of courses. A lot of. Where is this video? I should know it. Is this the one? This is my footage here. Oh, geez, they should have given me mine. Yeah, because we were there. We did some drone footage for them. Where is it? This is a par 5. This is my clown son driving this thing as well. I let him fly like a $2,500 drone over the water.
He's doing it well, pretty steady.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He gets out of control. He's got one of the race ones. You know the ones where you wear the goggles? It's just up there.
Mate, it's
a savage thing.
We were down south, and one of the guys' kids had one.
With the goggles?
Fast. Like he's going in these trees and dung, 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 dung. And I was like, oh, God, man.
Once you get good at it, mate, it's incredible.
Yeah, like real quick.
I want to. I don't know if it's oh, there's a shadow of the drone. I want to. I don't know if they're going to allow.
Lost a lot of balls in that hole.
In that trick. I'm going to try to. Hopefully, the Crown will approve this. I want to take this one in here. I should actually stand up.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That's got the guard on it. Only because I've crashed it that many times. Mate, you can send that thing in hot, and if it hits something, it
won't break.
Oh, within reason. Within reason.
Okay.
I got the little guard over the camera at the front as well. Anyway,
what is that? They're cheap now or not?
For what they are, I believe they are extremely cheap. That's like about $1,700.
Yeah, okay. But that's a decent one.
That one there, that's world class. Anything DJI is very very good. Yeah.
But they've come a long way, haven't they? The whole drones.
Like and quickly.
Yeah.
Like you go back 5 years. You go back 7-8 years.
Yeah.
And they were 8-minute flight times and things, and I've got a beast in there, and I think it can go 51 minutes in the air.
Far out.
And it gets up and boogies. That thing goes about 95 k an hour. That thing wound up can get to about 85.
And what's the distance that they can?
Technically, or not technically, on the paperwork it says 10 k's.
10 k's.
10 k's.
So you can control it for juice.
This is where it's a bit funny, right? Because by law you have to have line of sight, so you have to be able to see it.
Yep.
And
10 k's you'd struggle, wouldn't you?
And something that size?
Yeah.
Jesus, anything more than a kilometre and you are in trouble. That's in absolutely ideal 10 kilometres.
Yeah, right.
I reckon I could fly, not that one, I got a big one down there. I reckon I could get from here to the city. I reckon I could get about 7 k's max, and only because I got a beautiful line of sight there.
Yep.
And anything more than it'll warn you. It won't just stop.
No, okay.
And if it loses connection, it's got heaps of inbuilt safeties. If it loses connection, it stops, comes up, flies back, and lands where it took off from. So you're not going to lose them.
So you're not going to lose. Okay, I thought.
Oh, you still lose them.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Because what you do is you're dicking around, and then you find out you've got 10% battery, and you're 6 k's away, and it goes, I want to come back, and you go, oh, I forgot about this headwind that I got to scream into.
Yeah, I didn't know that they did that. I thought they just, when they took off, and they ran out, they just go to the ground.
No,
that's pretty cool.
A lot of safeties.
Yeah,
a lot of people put them in the drink. because they take them fishing. They're very good fishing to look for schools of fish. You can have droppers on them as well.
Yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
That's dangerous. That's very dangerous.
What?
Because if for any reason there's a gust of wind and that line gets caught in one of those propellers, everything's going in the drink. You are not saving that. But what people do is they'll go, all right, take it off, fly it over, see a school of fish, and then, because it's quite, not hard, but for new people it's hard to bring it back.
Yep.
They'll hit it's called return to home.
Yep.
And it'll come back. But what they haven't taken into account is the boat has drifted in the water. It's GPS. So they're watching it and they go, bang, straight in the drink, done.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, shit.
That's not good. Yeah.
So there's
a lot of people use them off the beach, but they'll cast it out. We'll use that to cast it out.
Yeah, there's one called a Swell Pro that can apparently go in the water. Yeah, it can, and it does. It works well, but the cleaning that you need to do afterwards, if you don't clean it properly, you see them selling second hands, you go, nah, mate.
One owner since you, banged up and in the water and
put it in, and then just we're fine. Nah,
but they've come away. They do them for like farming and all sorts, like fertiliser and all that.
Big agricultural ones. There's a shop down the road that sell. He's got one that's got a 50-litre drum on the bottom for spraying.
Yeah,
the wingspan though would be bigger than this table. It's a monster. Will weigh a ton. I know.
You used to have a big battery with that. Bloody hell.
Big batteries, expensive batteries, yeah.
But you'd press a button and it would spray most of the field, but wouldn't it?
Well, that's what you do. You do things called waypoints where you can literally get the map, like imagine Google Maps, and you put the points in and you put the height, and then you push go and it flies the route for you.
Yeah, all automated.
It's so much easier.
Yeah.
I want to come in. I don't know if Crown are going to allow it because they've got a helipad right there and you're not allowed to get within 45 minutes of a helipad. I want to come in the front door, hook around.
That would be cool.
In there and have someone open the door and then just hook into the...
Yeah.
Trying to...
Yeah.
It's easier
surely they'd let you do that.
Mate, they could, but if I put that into something, we're going to have a problem.
A little white light, mate's right.
You can't hide them either. They'll make a noise.
Oh, they make a noise, yeah. Because remember that... Well, at the basketball, they had the blimp there. That's good. That'd be cool to have even if you had that.
Are you
flying that?
Yeah, this year.
Yeah,
is it
cool?
I'm flying it. That is not easy to fly.
Because it's very light, isn't it? So to get pushed around a bit.
The same guys that do the audio visual, like all the cameras for the Wildcats, Brightside Live.
Oh,
okay, they're doing your event.
Yeah, okay.
They are world class as well.
Did they do it last year?
Yeah, they've done it about the last 3 years.
Yeah, okay.
They're a delight to deal with. Yeah.
It's funny, you see the quality between the first.
Remember?
Now, yeah. Big difference.
Massive.
It just seemed to be a lot more darker in the convention centre. This seems to be a lot more well lit up and stuff like that. So
I think it's because with Brightside, they go, oh, there's a new camera. Dave Salt, and I think is the general manager. That's his name. I think he's one of the guys that goes, oh, there's a new camera that does this. I want it done.
Yep.
He's got the best gear and just loves it.
And that stuff, mate, they'd be updating that every 6 months. It'd cost you a fortune.
It would, but he just loves it. Yeah. And he goes, nah, we're going to be the best. We're the best.
Are they the biggest in WA?
Oh, that'd have to be.
Yeah, okay.
I reckon that.
If they're doing the arena and all that sort of stuff, you'd think that.
You would be hard pushed to find someone that does a better job.
Yeah,
and the reason I like them is they're problem solvers as well.
Yeah.
They're like, this isn't working. All right, done. Plug in the new one. There you go.
It's funny, like, people see the fight, the ring, everything set up, lights and all that shit.
Think it's as easy as it comes.
You don't realise that this cable's got to be plugged into that. That's got to go there, and all that just takes time. It's crazy.
So much time. They start on Friday.
Yeah, but even starting on Friday, still not a lot of time.
No.
So they've got to load up, drop it all in, and so they do all your audio visual, like your speakers and all those bits. Everything. Yeah, okay. And so you just rock up and just sit down and start talking.
For me, I go in early and I check everything. That's more me just being I don't know, it's OCD or something, but I have to just double check. There's no need for me to double check. I know it's going to work.
Yep.
But I just, for my own peace, because I'll think about it.
Yeah.
I have to have this set up. I got to sit in this seat.
Yeah.
I have to have my paperwork here.
Yep.
And I don't know. That's more me.
How many commentators is it?
3.
Yeah.
And then we get one guest each time. So it's normally a former fighter or a sponsor.
Yep.
Comes in and talks with us.
Yeah, nice.
Some of them are good. Some of them are very, very good. And to the point where I go, oh, you are so good at this job. You're making me look terrible.
We just don't invite them. It's job security.
Other people.
Make you look good. Just keep bringing those ones back.
It gets a bit dicey after about fight 10, what kind of condition the person's going to be in. Most people are good. Mason was supposed to do it. I'm going to drop him in it.
Mason.
Stuff you, Mason. I'm going to drop Mason. Mason Zewin.
Yeah.
He was supposed to come in.
Yeah.
He was, I don't know what they were thinking. They gave him fight 12 about, I think it was PCR 11. He was guest commentator for fight 12. And I went, well, that's risky. And he was on his way in, and one of his mates.
When did Mason fight?
PCR 10, I think.
Okay.
Let's have a quick gander. When was it? Videos. Oh, I'll search. Mason. PCR. I'm sure it was PCR 10. Yeah, PCR 10.
Okay. And so what number are we on now?
When Mason came in, he wore those glasses the whole time.
I saw him with it.
The whole interview, he had those glasses on. He was supposed to be PCR 12. He was supposed to be there commentating, and I knew he was coming. I saw the list of names. I went, that's gutsy, giving him a late one.
Yeah.
And then one of his mates came up to me just before, and I was looking for him, and he goes, Mason is not coming. And I said, why? And he goes, I'll tell you later. And then, thank God, he didn't let
It wasn't in no state? No. Mason wouldn't want to be.
He's an animal.
Yeah, very risky. Getting someone that age to start commentating at fight 12.
Yeah, but his mate did the right thing. His mate came up and just said, nah, it's not for him. And I saw Mason about half an hour later, and I went, thank God.
Yeah. Mate, good of his mate to do it.
Oh, yeah. And his mate was drunk as well, but his mate had the peace of mind to just go, nah, not for him.
Well, Mason would have told him and said, mate.
That's it, though, with Mason. He's that unpredictable. Yeah. He may have come on and put on the greatest performance of all time.
Yeah.
I can't write him off.
Yeah.
I was playing a numbers game, though. I was going security. Wow. I could have let him.
Otherwise, you didn't get the gig this year. Why is that?
Because of Mason.
Yeah.
So people have said some things that we've had to cut out.
But I could imagine.
Afterwards, we've...
Mate, if you've got big drink package like that, and you're going to get someone in there at fight 10 or 12.
Fight 15. How risky is that? Then again, there was one guy, Jamie the Wild Trail West, who was known as a party animal. Yeah. He got fight 15. Yeah. He rocked up sober as a judge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He goes, no, I was holding it together to do this properly. I went, you're a genius.
Jesus.
Then for the next hour afterwards, he drank 7.5 hour drink package in 1 hour. He got
made up for it.
He knew it, that boy.
Oh, God.
Oh, Jesus. We've been going over 2 hours, mate.
Yeah, me?
What is going on with us? What are we up to? Question 2. What are we talking about? Family. I'll ask you some PCR stuff now.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. We've gone through your sponsors. Shout out to CLS.
CLS and Central Lending, best brokers in Perth.
Oh,
apparently
in Perth. I heard Australia, possibly worldwide.
International.
That's what I heard. Globally.
Yep.
So I know. I'll if you say it now, I will remember. Mm-hmm. CLS Lending Solutions. And
Central Lending Solutions, and then which is
Central Lending.
Which is I know, big name. Mate, I've got that in my email. And when I send an email, I've got to type that thing out every fucking day.
Hang on. Central Lending Solutions.
Yep.
That's one sponsor.
Yep.
And Central Lending Solutions Assets.
No, Central Lending Solutions, right? But it's shortened by CLS, right?
Yeah.
And then CLS Asset is the sister company. Didn't really think of that, mate. Just words. Yeah.
On the night, how would you like me to refer to your sponsors?
Central Lending Solutions.
That's it.
And then, just do that. And then maybe say CLS Asset. Maybe chucking the thing about the best brokers in
maybe.
Perth. Or,
I will.
Yeah.
I will go over the top.
Drum it up a bit.
That's what I'm known for.
The crowd will get excited over finance brokers.
The crowd can't hear me.
No.
It's CJ Rose that does it, not me. I'm on the commentary. I don't have a bar of that. I need to get this stuff right, mate. It's a respect thing. I got to pronounce. Luckily, everyone's pretty good. Their names are easy enough to pronounce. So
what the fight?
Yeah, like I was looking at that, and I was thinking if I ever did, not that I'm ever going to get the call up for UFC, but I look at some of those names, and I'm like, oh my god.
Those Dagestani boys.
And the Magomedov.
Yeah.
What about Joanna Jacek?
He does it well, but what's that guy's name? Buffer?
Bruce Buffer. He's an animal. He's no CJ Rose, though. When I did look up Harj Dhillon, do you know Harj Dhillon's an actor?
No.
Did you know that?
No, I don't.
That's how you spell it, isn't it?
Yeah. What is he acting? It's a big class movie.
I was actually gonna put this photo of you up. And what's he been in? Oh, he's been in some good things. He's been in EastEnders.
Was it?
He's been in Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
Last Dance.
There's hope for me.
I thought if there was anyone starring in that, I thought it'd be Mike Walden.
Jeez, Harj.
Look at him in Homeland. Yeah. One episode. He's only done one episode.
Above the Fold.
I don't know. He's not that active. He's not as active as I thought.
No. There you go.
Probably.
You Google that, Harj Dhillon, and that's what pops up, is it?
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Oh, well, it could be worse, couldn't it?
I think this guy would lose to Sheldon Hendry, not the Harj Dhillon I know, though.
Bloody Sheldon, eh?
Hey, I asked you what your family think about this. Everyone's good with it? Everyone's supportive?
Yeah.
Anyone?
They don't want me to get my head kicked in. No, but my daughter was a bit worried about it. But
you're well protected, though.
Mate, they do it well. Yeah, I don't think they're not that kind of bloke that competition they're going to say, mate, well, let's just feed him to him.
No.
It's not like that. So it's pretty good. And then once Maddie got her head around that and all that and I said to her, it's not about punching on. It's about, it's charity. You're raising a bit of money for the foundation and all that sort of stuff. So she was okay with it. But it's normal sort of stuff. Your kids, especially girls and stuff, don't want to see. Young blokes like, come on, get in there, Dad. So, but daughter's a bit upset. Not upset, but worried.
I always wondered how they got the fighters so close and why. I mean, it's good that they do it, why it was so evenly matched. And I worked it out. It's because of how competitive Nigel and Glenn are.
They are.
And neither one would drop a fight. That's it.
They love it.
Too much.
He what's his name? Glenn. He posts a lot of trash talking about Nigel, just in case I got to go punching Nigel in the head. He's funny, but
is that the blue chat group?
There was one floating around yesterday, and I was laughing.
He sent me some stuff. I got to get onto that. I got to do some photoshopping for him as well. Yeah. He loves it. I think that's why you guys are so safe because neither of them want to lose one fight.
But I don't think anyone there is there to beat the shit out of someone else.
Nah,
there's no everyone wants to win. Like, I want to win. Sheldon wants to win, but I don't want to hurt Sheldon.
No,
but probably gonna hurt Sheldon.
He knows.
But it's not that sort of event. So I think everyone's there to have a bit of fun. Hopefully, some good fights will go. I'm sure there'll be some good. I reckon there definitely will be some good fights.
Always good fights.
And hopefully no one will get hurt. But there's always a risk of that, isn't it? It's like you're there to punch on.
I think there's going to be some sore noses and maybe a black eye, but that's about it.
Yeah.
The fact that you guys have achieved what you have is saying
there's a lot of black eyes in the red team, I heard, already.
And there's so much talk that happens, and I only brought it up yesterday with April because I saw it for the first time, and I'll tell everyone on the blue team and the red team, do not believe anything that you get told about the other team.
Yeah.
It is lies. Everything is lies.
I didn't realise
What did you hear?
I didn't realise how competitive it would be.
But it's joking competitive.
But it's very, like, I walked in the other day. I was there early. When was that? Monday? Sunday. And the little fella, he started kicking off. what's he doing there?
Sheldon?
Yeah, I was like, mate, relax. Come here early.
Yeah.
Like, it takes me about 45 minutes to get warmed up.
Yeah.
And
Oh, they think you're looking at them, watching
like,
them.
Nothing to see there, Sheldon. No, but he got fired. So one of the guys had to put a little thing.
Really?
Yeah. I know, a bit secretive, but that's all right.
I think it's all in good fun.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
But it has started a little bit later. You normally start straight away. Is some of the stories that get told and the info that gets leaked.
Yeah.
None of it's true, mate.
Yeah, okay.
From either team.
Yeah. No, everything is, we're pretty tight, I think. Yeah. Kept to ourselves.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, what did you hear from Black Eyes and the Red Team? Who'd you hear it from? A Red Team member?
No, I'm just assuming there would be, you know. They don't take it too well over there.
Just don't believe any, unless you've seen it with your own two eyes, mate, don't believe a word that anyone says. They're filthy lies. You happy about being on Team Blue?
Yeah, either. Doesn't bother me. I reckon they're good, both of them. I like both of them.
They are, aren't
they?
they?
Yeah, they're good. I think they look after everyone. I think that's, yeah. And then they're not dickheads.
Nah.
Yeah, the whole, like, even like, who we got? We got Ray, Mongy, and Chris.
Mongy loves it.
Yeah,
You talk about
loves it.
You talk about a one-eyed person.
Yeah.
Alex the Monster Mongy is him and Justin Abernathy. If Abernathy comes, a guy comes down by the name of Justin Abernathy, those two are the most one-eyed Blue Team members I've ever met.
Yeah, okay. I've never met him, but they're all good. They come along. I'm a bit of a pester, Ray, but they come along. They always teach you, what you're doing wrong and all that sort of stuff. And there's no, dickhead about it. So it's really good.
They all want to just be in there to help.
Yeah, and I'm sure if I was on the red team, it'd be exactly the same. So
that's it. They get the red guys out, Michael.
I think they pretty much said it from day dot. They don't want any dickheads in there. You're like, when you spar, don't beat the shit out of your teammate, because they want you to get there, and everyone wants to get there. You don't want to go through the whole process of just getting your head punched in every week.
No one wins there.
Yeah, sick and tired of it. You want to be able to enjoy it, get there, hopefully get the win on the night, and then off you go. So yeah.
Glenn, at one point, he wanted me to put it on the website, a no dickhead policy. That's. I think that's why it's so successful.
I think you got to have a no dickhead policy, especially in boxing. Like, mate, it's a charity event. It's like, if you want to train and be a professional boxer, go join a amateur boxing gym and train properly. But
it's a one-off.
You still want to fight. You want to fight, and you want to enjoy the process. You want to win, but you're not. This is not a serious.
No, it's not a career-ending loss if you don't get the decision.
Right, yeah. So to me, mate, you win, lose or draw. It's still, you just participated it, and you've got there. You've done the 9 weeks. You've enjoyed it. You've enjoyed the people and stuff like that. That's my main goal.
I think I said this to Angus this morning.
Beat the shit out of Sheldon.
Shut the yakka.
Sheldon, I love you.
I was talking to Angus about this morning. You go back 2 events. No one even remembers who won half the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I did it. I loved it.
Yeah.
No one
but
cares.
That's how it should be. Even like, when you go to these events and people are jumping in the ring, you should be backing them up or saying congratulations for getting there. Simple
it's a big ask to even get in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's what Glenn was saying. He goes, mate, the amount of times that he's had people come up to him, I'm going to do this next year, I'm going to do that and all that sort of stuff. I was probably one of those guys last year, but I managed to get here. But it takes to fill out the forms. And I remember when I was filling out the forms, going, "Oh fuck, do I really want to do this?" But you do it and you enjoy it. So it's still intimidating, it's still scary.
Oh yeah,
but it's part of life, isn't it too?
I think once you've done it, you'll respect the people that do
Massively.
it even more.
But the guys that do it all the time, there's no way. Yeah, I know I'm older and your body would heal when you're younger and stuff like that, but fuck it, they train hard. Like,
how do they do it?
Yeah.
Different breed of person, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Definitely, mate. Oh, on to your nickname, mate. We're nearly there. Oh, jeez, we've been gas bagging a while today. Your nickname, the Bombay Brawler. Where did that come from?
I was going to do this 10 years ago. So when we started the business, I met a guy called Steve Nelkoski.
Why do I know that name?
He used to be a Channel 9.
Reporter. That's a sports reporter. Yeah.
Good fella. And he goes, mate, you should do it. We'll call you the Bombay Brawler. We'll do this and we'll do that. I said, oh, yeah. And that was 10 years ago. So
it's taken you 10 to get here.
Yeah. So, and that's, yeah.
You've been waiting for
So I was going to do
Sheldon
that
the whole time.
Yeah. Sheldon's just waiting for Sheldon to just get bigger and bigger and this and that. No, but the other one was going to be the Calcutta Killer.
Is Calcutta still a place? Did they rename it?
They've called it Kolkata. I think it's Kolkata.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, or the Boxing Broker. But yeah, I thought, no, the Bombay Brawler.
Bombay Brawler, I like it.
Yeah. But it's a racehorse in Queensland too.
Okay.
I didn't know that. So, hasn't won a race. Finished dead last.
Did it?
No, I don't know. Probably, yeah, broken down.
It's now in a classroom in glue.
Glue, yeah. Yeah.
And last off, mate, fight song. What are we going to, when the Bombay Brawler steps out, what are we going to be listening to? Have you picked a song yet? You don't have to tell me.
No, we did. I you know what I had? The first one was remember Born Slippy? Is it Born Slippy?
Oh, my Underworld. I use that.
Yeah, I was going to do that. And then...
I use that for someone's photo.
Oh, did you?
Just the other day. Born Slippy. That was a great song.
Great song. Yeah, that song. And then we were in the car the other day, and then Mrs. Deb goes, no, you can't have that. You've got to have something else. So then we went... I had two selections. One was Black Skinhead.
I haven't heard that.
Kanye West.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And the other one was pretty... Matty goes, you can't say that. It's In Paris by Jay-Z. And Matty goes, you are not playing that. And I was like, okay.
Does someone else have that?
What's that?
That song. Let's have a look here. Mate, I've heard this before. I actually don't know where it is. Is your by Kanye sings it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I thought someone else was going to have it. I've heard that before.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
No. Yeah, that's probably not the best one to have.
What's that? The
Jay-Z
second
one? Yeah.
Nah,
probably not.
Well, the song itself is not that bad, but the title probably can't have.
No, probably don't drop any of those kind of words on the night. That's not great. What are you going to go? Have you decided? What song?
Black Skinhead.
Black Skinhead by
Kanye West.
Kanye. Let's have a listen to this banger.
I did think about the winner takes it all with ABBA.
Winner takes. What's going on with this? I like this. Has someone had this
Pretty
before?
upbeat. Don't know. What in
PCR? Maybe back in the day. I don't actually know.
Yeah, it's a good song, but
there we go. I'll have a look here. Let's see if anyone did. This one here. I got the music in here.
Oh, you have the music in there.
Oh, I got her. Yeah. Megan Bassioli from PCR.
There you go.
She did. That's it. Megan the Stallion.
Good on you, Megan.
Megan the Stallion Bassioli, who fought Courtney, the Spicy Disaster O'Connor.
Who won?
Spicy Disaster got it done.
Change that song.
Spicy Disaster is the one that sat in here for 4 hours and 40 minutes as well. Oh, man, this girl could talk a glass eye to sleep. Seriously. She just would not stop.
Is that yeah.
That's her. This was loose. This was
pretty hot.
This was a loose event as well.
Oh, was it? When was that? When
PCR 8.
23.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a while back. Oh, hang on. That's when I posted it.
That's when you posted it.
Yeah, because they were all on different channels, so I'll put it on the one channel. Because it used to be just one big, long, 5-hour video, so I chopped it all up.
Yeah,
in
okay.
ones.
Yep.
PCR, this is probably 20... Oh, no, this was the one that got delayed. This is the Saturday, the 3rd of September, 2022, this was.
Right. Mate, I reckon I might have been at that one.
You reckon?
Yeah.
That was pretty wild.
That was around COVID, yeah.
Do you remember who the main event was? No. It's a while back. I think this was the main event. I'm pretty sure.
That was at the convention centre, wasn't it?
No.
No. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't.
No, 5 was the last one at the convention centre.
No. 5?
5.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What are we up to now? 15?
13.
13. Oh, jeez, yeah. So I've been to 3 at the convention centre, 1 at the Crown.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Crown is a place to be, isn't it? Maybe. I mean,
Heaps better.
if they went to the convention centre, you can't open up any more to get more. Like, you can open up multiple rooms, but it just wouldn't be the same, would it?
No, it's a better venue. Heaps better venue.
Way better.
Yeah.
And I know Glenn and Nige like that part of it.
Yeah.
I like it, mate. And Megan the Stallion, I'm sure she has known it. She's a lovely young lady. I'm sure she would be more than happy that you're continuing the music.
It'll get the crowd pumping.
Oh, I'll be pumped.
Yeah.
I'll be pumped. When the Bombay Brawler comes out, and I am going all over CLS.
I did see, what was it? There was one guy that had, what was that, Murder on the Dance Floor. That was interesting.
I'm pretty sure that's Calway, I think,
Yes.
from memory.
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
Yeah.
Where is the hell is this? Where I met on the dance floor. Yeah, James Chaos Calway. Good on him.
Selection.
He's confident.
Yeah.
Good man.
So
There's some good names in there.
No, it'll be good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a entertaining night.
It'll be a great
Big
night.
crowd. Looking forward to the walkout and stuff like that. So
Do you know how long away we are? Do you know how far away?
we'd never clue.
Well, I put a counter on the website so everyone
There
can
you
see
go.
it. 16 days.
I better start training, eh? No.
You've only really got a week and a half of training left.
Yeah, because they were saying when's that week
That
beforehand,
last
they won't be
week.
doing too much.
You just take it easy. You do light cardio. You just get fit. You just
Yeah.
get ready to go.
Yeah.
Get no sleep because you're nervous, because you're worried
Yeah,
about Sheldon finishing you in the first.
Yeah, missing that. Big embarrassing. My business partner said to me, "Well, mate, why don't you get bloody logos on the soles of your feet?"
Oh, for sponsorship. Didn't they do that? Didn't Tyson fought someone and they sponsored, what's his name? McCleary. Who's the guy he fought when he came out of jail? Tyson. McCleary? Is that the guy's name? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got the sole of his shoes sponsored.
Oh, really?
Because he was going to be out on his back.
Jeez, yeah, tough.
Tyson, 4 years in jail, coming out and fight. Imagine fighting that animal.
Yeah. Let's
not do that.
A lot of pent-up rage.
Not like when he threw the fight against Jake Paul.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm done. Honestly, I'm
But
done.
that's a lot of that's... Man, the kids nowadays know them, the YouTubers, more than they know proper boxing stars and stuff like that. It's bullshit.
I think Jake Paul is good for the sport. I don't think he's a great boxer.
No.
Better than me. But I don't think he.
They're just money making exercise, aren't they?
I don't think he's top. I don't think he's top 50.
No. Who was he fought? Well, Tyson's. How old's Tyson? 58.
You fought him.
He
He's
knocked out a couple of UFC fighters, didn't he?
yeah. Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren. Oh,
Yeah.
that was biggest. Ben Askren is probably the worst striker in the UFC.
Yeah,
He's a wrestler.
Yeah. That Woodley can punch quite, can't he?
No,
Yeah.
when he was younger, he
Yeah.
could, but he's a wrestler.
Yeah, but he got smacked.
There you go. Do you
Then he
reckon?
fought. Who was the other guy?
Nate Diaz.
Did he fight him?
Pretty sure he fought Diaz. He fought
But
Diaz.
and he fought to the other guy, that Dylan
Dennis.
or whatever.
I'm done with it. You know what? I bought into it. I tell you what, I bought into the whole Mike Tyson thing as well. And I went, I'm going to watch this. I think Tyson's got this. And then I watched the Tyson walk out to the ring.
Yeah.
And him walking out of the ring, I went, I bought into it.
Yeah.
I drank the Kool-Aid. I believed it was real. And it was not real at all.
But he didn't used to bite his gloves, did he?
They kept saying that.
Yeah.
But there's no way. We've watched enough Tyson.
Yeah, that he didn't bite, and he was biting them
Consistently.
aggressively,
Yeah.
So it was a bit weird sort of thing. So
And he didn't capitalise. Like Jake Paul left himself open a lot.
and he wouldn't charge forward. He'd stop.
I was watching, because I'm a big conspiracy theorist,
Yep.
I was watching the highlights of Tyson training. You know, when he was just lighting it up in training? And what I did was I slowed it down. I was watching things in the background, and they've actually sped the video up.
Oh, have they?
I reckon it's about a 1.25 like speed.
Yeah.
So it makes it look like he's a lot, but he's not moving. Like you see things in the background, the way they're moving, and and you go, yeah, that's sped up.
Because he was moving fast. And that,
Oh, he was tearing it up. But I reckon his knees are just like gone.
we used to see him when train when he was younger. His leg movement, the switching and the back and forth was amazing.
Tyson was.
So yeah, but
never replicated.
I don't know, but you're never gonna get rid of it because it sells seats, sells tickets, and all that sort of stuff. So it's here to stay.
And now he has the biggest viewership in history for a boxing match. Yeah, because he put it free to air on Netflix.
Okay.
So they got the viewership. He's a smart man.
Yeah, he's no dummy, is he? But the other one fights too, doesn't he?
Logan.
Yeah.
He was in WWE for a while as
was
well.
He? Yeah.
It's all about money.
And they make a lot of it. A lot of it.
I know. Makes me sick.
Yeah.
Jealous. That's it. That's all I do. What I do is if I'm jealous of someone, I don't tell them I'm jealous. I just cut them down.
Tall poppy.
Oh, that should be me. Brad, the tall poppy O'Day, coming in from the green corner because of all the envy that he's got. They're jealous.
Dear
Mate, it's just clicked over 3.
3 hours.
3 o'clock. No, 3 o'clock.
3 hours.
Still, we've been going 2.5.
2.5, beautiful.
Have we covered everything?
We've covered
We've covered a lot today, and it's been glorious. And you're very chatty. You're just warming me up for Mikey coming in tomorrow.
Oh.
It's going to be full on. It's going to be a good day. Mate, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We've had a couple of changes in times, but that's been fine with me. It's worked in very well today. Second last interview for the PCR 13 crew.
Leaving the best for last, mate.
It's going to be a spectacle tomorrow. It really is. It's going to be something. Anything could happen.
Could be the fight. Go all huff and puff, and then just comes to the interview and just goes pear-shaped.
Not Mikey.
I don't think so. It's going to happen, is it?
He is just a hype train. I can't wait actually to get him in tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mate, you're 16 days away. I want to thank you for coming in. Wish you all the best for the last 2.5 weeks of training.
Thank you.
And on the night, we're so close. It's going to be glorious. I can't wait to see Fight 9. You and Sheldon. It's going to be a highlight of my evening as I'm talking up Central Lending Solutions to a filthy amount. That's how much I'm going to be promoting that business.
Legendary.
Thanks for your time, mate. I'll see you at training soon.
Good man. Thank you.